Today, I am modding my PS4 Pro, not just putting a new coat of paint on it, because I did this paint job a long time ago. It turned out all right. But anyways, if you don't know, you can now mod your PS4, PS4 Slim, PS4 Pro, as long as it is on one of these firmwares. And it's pretty darn simple, as far as I'm aware. We'll see how hard it is. But you should be able to just buy this disc or create your own if you have a Blu-ray that you can write to. This is apparently a rewritable one, so I could put something else on this in the future if I wanted to, but I don't. But I bought this off of AliExpress. Ow, and I just pinched myself on the case. It's not a very high quality case, but it does actually have the Blu-ray branding on it, which is interesting. I think I got it for like $5. And it's free shipping if you buy stuff over $10. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's as simple as putting this disc into the disk drive and it'll do everything for you. Could be wrong, but we'll see. I'm going to set the disc down for a second. We're just going to turn it on, make sure we're on a good firmware. And I haven't used a DualShock 4 in a long time. Do I just need to plug it directly in and say screw the capture card? We are on 11. We need to be on version 9.0 through 12.52. We are in the right space. We're just not going to use the capture card. I'm sorry, people. Very unfortunate. But I will get the camera set up real quick. This is not the best way of recording it, I know, but I've tried everything I can with my stupid Elgato HD60S. So I don't know what you want me to do. But yes, there's a lot of Madden and 2K up there. It's an old video. If you've been watching for a while, you already know. But anyways, Blu-ray, putting it in. Guess I should have checked to make sure there wasn't a disc in there already. But I believe we don't even have to press anything. We might have to like click on the game. Yeah. Okay. Gold Hen. If you've ever modded a PS3, then you're probably pretty familiar with this. And it's just gonna load up your firmware. Hopefully this doesn't break my my console, but I'm doing it so you don't have to. Gold Head has been added. Sorry for the light thing being in the way, but do I have to do anything else? Okay, well, I loaded the game. Do I just need to? Oh, it's okay. Maybe I can just go home now. Okay, well, I pressed it and then I pressed it again. Okay, there we go. It now has the Gold Hen logo up here. I don't know if I click on that. Yeah. In the debug settings, we should find the package installer, and it says that we can just install all. So I guess I'll do that. I'm flying blind here, people. But so far, this is not connected to a network. So I'm not worried about anything going wrong. Slightly scared to connect it to my Wi-Fi. But, risk it for the biscuit. I don't really know what you can do here. I'm assuming the majority of it is to play homebrew. I don't know how much PS4 homebrew is out there. Yeah, cheats. Probably like custom wallpapers and stuff, custom profile icons, items flow, game manager. Guessing it's just more cheats. What else? Way to back up our games, probably. Backup discs. I wonder if there's a way that we can take the stuff that I already have downloaded on here and put it like the digital files, back those up somewhere. I don't know. Store R2. I wonder what that is. PS4 Explorer. I think that's just a file explorer. I feel like Store R2, I mean, it could just be a homebrew store. But yeah, it is that simple. To get saves, backup save data. Don't know what payload guest is. Cheats manager is probably pretty obvious. Game manager. It's like a cool new menu, the file explorer, and the homebrew store. Let's check out the homebrew store. You know what? I might need to be connected to the internet for this one. I actually don't know how you safely connect to the internet. Couldn't result. I'm assuming that I need to connect to the Wi-Fi. So I'll do that real quick. Oh, you can enable an FPS counter. That's cool. System info, RAM, VRAM, CPU. Okay, this is kind of sick. Sure, you could probably force 60 FPS Bloodborne on a PS4 Pro. It's probably what most people want to do with this. Force 60 FPS in games. I'm assuming this just automatically blocks any PlayStation Network activity anyways. So, because when I did the network test, it said it failed to connect to the PlayStation Network, which is a good thing because even though I'm not on my actual real PlayStation account, I do not want to take that chance. Update required. Okay, cool. Okay, so far are these all of my installed apps? Apparently that's the only installed app. Oh, okay. I was like, are these all of them? No. Okay. Don't know what that is. I really don't know what a lot of these are. Remote package installer, PS4 temperature. I'm assuming you can monitor temps, cheats manager, save tool, explorer, two different explorers. I have a feeling I know what this is. I think this is where you sail the seven seas. RetroArch, nice if you care about that. PS5 Explorer, maybe because you can hack some PS5 firmwares. I don't know. And it's probably the same thing. PS4 player, I'm not sure what that is because there's already a way to play Blu-rays on here. FTPs, I think that's like managing files over the network. So if that is what I think it is, then in theory you could back up your games and then send them to your computer or server over the network, which would be cool. Not sure what payload guest is. Another file manager. We just have games on here apparently. PSN enabler, troll. Okay. And we just got Netflix, YouTube TV. That way you can, I'm assuming, still check out streaming services on here since it doesn't allow PSN enable. It doesn't enable PSN. SNES station, so emulators. I'm assuming these are more emulators like PS2 emulator. You launch Elf, Rogue Galaxy. I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here that I don't really know what I'm doing. Friday Night Funkin'. I mean, it's your typical oh, Jellyfin, cool. Switchfin. I don't know what the difference between Switchfin and Jellyfin is, but I'm assuming it's just a Jellyfin app for this. Ghost of Tsushima mini games. Okay. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of coolish stuff on here. Your typical modded console stuff, homebrew and the like. And yeah, that's really it. It's really that simple. It's crazy. The only downside is you gotta be on the right firmware. So you have to be on firmwares 9 through 12.52. And since I've not been on this console in years, I just kind of lucked out that I was still on a good firmware for this. But honestly, even the firmware I was on wasn't that old. So if you've been playing on your PS5 for a while, chances are you could probably mod your PS4 if you still have it. There's also probably a good chance you could buy a used PS4 and that would be on the right firmware. But I'm sure people who resell this stuff are checking firmwares and upping the price because they know it's moddable. But anyways, it says 13 through 13.02 coming soon. Stay tuned. I don't know if that's actually a thing yet or if they're just getting excited. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. I may or may not check this out more. It's not like I don't have a million other ways to play Super Mario Bros.